A look at obituaries is brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need funerals, burials, and cremations, it's Curtis & Son Funeral Home. 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Graveside service today for Carolyn Bryant, age 72, of Sylacauga. That graveside service at Rocky Mount Baptist Church Cemetery this morning at 11 a.m. Brother Tommy Thornton officiating. Mrs. Bryant was a lifelong member of the Rocky Mount Baptist Church. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Graveside service for Michael Shane Depositor, age 44, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from Andrews Chapel Cemetery. Visitation Friday night from 5 till 8 at Curtis & Son North. Mr. Depositor he passed away on February the 20th. He is a veteran of the U.S. Army, having served in Desert Storm. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Jack Franklin Riley, age 81, will be Friday at 2 p.m. from Curtis & Son North, with the Reverend Rick Dearman officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery with military honors. Visitation noon until 2 at the funeral home prior to the service. Mr. Riley died February the 22nd at Coosa Valley Medical Center. He was a member of the Mignon Baptist Church, served his country in the U.S. Navy, then retired from the U.S. Army, was a Green Beret Special Forces. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Graveside service for Carolyn Riggin Staten, age 82, is Friday at 11 a.m. from Evergreen Cemetery. The Reverend Tommy Giddens officiating. Mrs. Staten died Monday, February the 20th, at her residence. Memorial messages can be sent in the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Martella Penton, age 93, of Sylacauga, died on Wednesday at Sylacauga Health and Rehab. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing. And Pamela Pearson, age 72, of Sylacauga, died on Wednesday at Brookwood Medical Center in Birmingham. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing. Funeral service for Mrs. Beryl Campbell Knight, age 88, of Alexander City, will be Friday at 11 a.m. from Duncan Memorial United Methodist Church, with Pastor Paula Calhoun officiating. Burial in the Alexander City Cemetery. The family receiving friends tonight, 5 until 7 o'clock at the funeral home. Mrs. Knight died on Tuesday, February 21st. She was a member of the Duncan Memorial United Methodist Church. In lieu of flowers, a family requests memorial contribution be made to the church. Duncan Memorial United Methodist Church, 3997 Hillaby Road, Alexander City, Alabama, 35010. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Edward G. Cook, age 52, is Friday at noon from Mount Olive Baptist Church in Sycamore. Visitation today, 1 until 2 at the funeral home. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service on Friday. Burial in the VA Memorial Cemetery in Montevallo. Mr. Cook died February the 18th at the VA Medical Center in Birmingham. Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Richard T. Peter Marbury, age 68, of Rockford, will be Friday at 1 p.m. from Peace and Goodwill Baptist Church in Kelladon. Burial in the church cemetery. Final arrangements entrusted to Armors Memorial Services. Graveside service for Mrs. Julia Faye Cooper, age 85, is today at 3 o'clock from Pine Hill Memorial Park in Talladega. Brother Beaver Tinsley officiating. The station will be today at 2 o'clock at Talladega Funeral Home. Mrs. Cooper was a member of the Hephzibah Baptist Church. Talladega Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Mary Nell Baggett, age 88, is also today at 1 o'clock From Lincoln Baptist Church, the Reverend Randy Howell officiating. Visitation at the church today prior to the service, 11 until 1. Burial in the Lincoln City Cemetery. Mrs. Baggett was a cancer survivor, a member of the Lincoln Baptist Church, also a member of the Flower and Food Committees, and taught Sunday school for many years. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the Lincoln City Cemetery or the Lakeview Hospice, Talladega Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. Buddy Bubba Waldrop Jr., age 45, of Alexander City, will be Friday at 6 p.m. from Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City. Jason Waldrop officiating. The family receiving friends Friday, 4:30 to 5:30 at the funeral home. Mr. Waldrop died Sunday, February the 19th at Russell Medical Center. He was a member of the Sunny Level Baptist Church, and Bubba served as a manager for the 2013 Ben Russell State Football Championship team. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com, Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Funeral service for Jack L. Kloss, age 69, is Monday at 1 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home, Brother David Vick officiating. Mr. Kloss died Tuesday, February the 21st at his residence. Visitation Sunday, 5 until 7 at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com, Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga, in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. For pre-need, funerals, burials, and cremations, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361.